sometimes as an independent woman, you could just have this attitude that turns men off.
But I don't think women hate the words. I really don't. I feel
How
like
many women have you dated?
but I've been around women.
A woman should only submit to her husband. So what we talking about submitting to your boyfriend?
Oh, sis, that's a whole word.
Period.
You don't feel like you have to show a man anything prior to him proposing to you?
Boom.
I let him help me. That shows you that I'm willing to let you in.
What you mean by
like help me? Like I have a flat tire. Hey, I need you. You have to show me that I can trust you to lead me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not asking like where we going?
Because honey, a lot of these men just leading you nowhere.
I think a lot of times women have specifics about how they want to be taken care of, and if they're not being taken care of that way, they feel like that man is a step down for them. But if I can afford to buy you bologna and cheese, I fed you.
Saying you're the woman that's okay with bologna and cheese.
No, what I'm saying is,
yeah, because we want this fresh cut deli meat from Publix. All right, sippers. INDEPENDANT. Do you know what that means?
Hold up. I'm gonna be honest. If you cannot spell independent, you're about to become a dependent. This woman definitely said A instead of E at the end. She said independent. Ma'am, I'm claiming you on my taxes for next year, just being honest.
Versus, like I said, this independent woman, you spend more time fighting with that woman, trying to convince her that you're necessary as a man. Mm-hmm. And like, who wants to have to walk into a situation fighting?
I don't need a man because I could do this, this, and that. I'm starting to see that and understand it. And I'm starting to feel like my thought process is changing on the whole situation, because I feel like sometimes as an independent woman, you could just have this attitude that turns men off. So we're on one hand thinking, oh, he just intimidated by me and da-da-da. But no, it's the attitude. Because, you know, we have this attitude like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And no, you cannot. You do need a man in your life.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily need one, but...
No, I like her. No, you do need one. I don't want to... Nah. Any woman that say they don't need a man, they coping, because there's a lot of things that women out here don't want to do. Now, for sure, granted, do you need one to help you pay your bills? No. But when it comes down to the longevity of getting through life, trying to develop a family, grow a family, raise a family, you definitely need one.
You do. For me personally, I feel like I do. Yes, I could pay my bills. I take care of my son. I do what I need to do for us. But I do feel like I need a man in my life, because I look at my life as a single woman versus my life being married, and it was just so much freer and easier, and you know what I'm saying? Versus
it takes a little bit of the responsibility that you're responsible for everything now, versus when you have a partner, it takes some of the responsibility off of you.
Exactly. So when maybe you may not need a man financially, but there's some areas in your life where you need assistance from a man. Yes. But I think sometimes when you're so independent and you're in that zone, because I get in that zone sometimes, like, F this, I don't need a man. I could, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it's not true. It's just talk.
Shay Marie, I'm proud of you.
What?
Okay, we get a round of applause. Because, honey.
Hold these women accountable up there, because the other two ladies, they came out strong independent. The one with the green dress on, she even spelled it wrong. I'm going to turn her into a dependent. But, man, yeah, red dress was definitely, I'll be honest, man, like I said, I like her vibe. She definitely seemed like she understands how the world works when it comes down the balance between men and women. Women, they just want to fight it, man. They know it's a structure that's been set up for ages. You know, there's nothing somebody has to teach you. You can just see it. You already know how it works. So the women that fight it, they're gonna have a hard time. But the women that just get it, it's gonna be smooth sailing. I could tell Red Outfit, she definitely gonna be smooth sailing with a guy that's gonna really want to take her serious.
Hey, listen, you know, no, I'm serious, because we had to sippers. If y'all didn't see the very first episode in season 1, we kind of discussed
that topic. I was saying that I need to open up and ask for help, because I do have the attitude where I could do it. You know, I don't need a man. I could do it. But it's easier when you do have that man. And when you respect that man as the head of your home.
Yes. But I don't think women hate the word submission. I really don't. I feel
How
like
many
it comes
women
with,
have you dated?
but I've been around women, and I am a woman, so I'm speaking from
A woman's point of view?
Yeah, a woman's point of view. So I just feel like a man, she has to trust. I'm sorry. She has to trust the man to lead her. In order for me to submit to you, because you have to understand, some women have been so misled and abused in so many different ways. So when they get in these new relationships or any relationship, and they're independent coming into a new relationship as an independent woman,
you're a bit apprehensive.
Exactly. You have to show me that I can trust you to lead me. Like, I'm not asking, like, where we going?
Because, honey, a lot of these men just leading you nowhere.
And they can have all the money. Yeah, they're able to help you in that way. But mentally, they're not there. They're not able to lead a home. Leading a home, it doesn't come financially only.
Let me give you an example, a prime example.
Right.
Remember, this is what I learned, because I don't have a problem submitting. I know my place.
Right.
Husband, wife, I know that. That's my place. But you have to be with the right person for that. So in my marriage, I couldn't submit to my husband because he didn't do things the right way. So like I told you, he did
The
insurance scams, different things like that. Why would I sit there and let this
Red dress, you ruined it for me.
man lead me
Straight to
in
jail.
a ditch? Exactly. So no, I have to be like, no, this ain't it. This is not my husband. This is not the person that's gonna lead me. I can't submit to him if he's not doing things the right way.
Right.
So my thing is, all right, you said he has to prove to you that he's trustworthy enough for you to submit, right?
I don't want.
That's
You're
what you
making it
just
seem
said.
like proving. I'm not putting you to a test.
said that.
But after a while, like, I want, when you're with someone, when you're dating someone or whatnot, you ask questions or you see how the person moves, and then you go based off of how they move, right? Or based
Right.
off what based off of what they show you, and then you see if you can continue on with this person. If this person is showing you that they're immature in certain areas of their life, or when certain things come up, issues, then it's just like, hold on, that's a red flag. We talked about that on the show before.
I mean, but that kind of gets taken care of early on. That's before you even get into the
That's
relationship.
in the dating process.
Right.
You
But
learn that person.
Yeah, you're right.
So my thing is, if a woman is independent but wants a man, that woman has to understand that, okay, in order for me to be in a relationship with someone else, I have to surrender certain parts of what I do.
Okay, that's
on my
after
own.
a certain point.
But you have to already have it in your mind that I'm willing to surrender this. So
Since you're since you're a man, because I feel like we're going so much based off of a woman. Since we have you here, I just feel like maybe men go about it the wrong way. How do you, when you approach an independent woman, how do you expect her to open up? What is it that you do for her to feel comfortable opening up to you, to be able to submit?
Submit to you.
The same thing you do to any other female. Y'all all the same. It's nothing different. I'm going to just show you that I'm a good guy. I'm going to show you that I have morale and character, and we just going to build from there. Like, why is she making it so difficult?
I don't think it's something that you have to do specifically.
A woman should only submit to her husband. So what we talking about, submitting to your boyfriend?
Oh, sis, that's a whole word.
Period.
Because I'm not.
Nah, you probably should submit to your boyfriend before he become your. Why would you? If you want a job, don't you have to interview for the job to try and sell yourself for the job? So why come into it to say I'm not going to do that, but once I get the ring, I'm gonna start doing that? It's very unbelievable at that point. So I think you should put on for your boyfriend just like you would for your husband.
Submitting to no
We're not
Period.
going to use the word submit. We're going to use surrender. How about
Surrender?
that?
Surrender.
certain-
I feel like
Jesus?
that's more- yeah. I know first I'm surrendering.
What you
All right,
doing?
wait a minute.
I
So-
surrender
and if the
all.
cops
So let me ask you this. You don't feel like you have to show a man anything prior to him proposing to you?
I let
Boom.
him help me. That shows you that I'm willing to let you
That-
in.
What you
I,
mean by
like
let
help me, like I have a flat tire. Hey, I need you.
anybody will stop and do that?
You right.
That doesn't say anything. So like I was saying,
Horrible argument there, man.
okay, when I meet a woman, right, I don't need her to tell me how she handles business, I pay attention.
Yes.
So I feel like a woman should do the same thing. Like if
Yeah,
you go,
that's true.
if you're dating a guy and you see that he's buying clothes and shoes, but then you go to his place and you see a late notice on the door, like you already know
Yeah.
he's not responsible. He doesn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you see that a man is handling business, not paying your bills, because him paying your bills don't mean he handling business, because he could be paying yours and not paying his.
That is true.
So that's still not the type of man that you want to lead you. But if you see that he's handling business, his business, taking care of business, why would that change once he gets with you? So I think if you pay attention to his habits and how he moves, it's nothing that he has to do specifically.
But that brings me to another thing. Like a lot of independent women, we see them date. I don't want to say under them because those men have the qualities that they need, I guess. But they have to date men who don't make as much money, because the men that they have dated who make as much money as them or more money than them, they are either intimidated by them. Well, that's what the women say. Like the men who make as much money as them are intimidated by them.
Nah.
So it never works out, and they end up marrying somebody that's, you know,
Where y'all
I
get
feel
this
like
word intimidate
I don't think
from?
that's all. I feel like
because they're used to taking care of women.
if the woman made a lot
can
of
still
money,
take care of
but
a
she had a
woman.
submissive attitude, I don't see where that would be an issue. It has
Exactly.
to have been an attitude issue.
That's
That's
true.
what I think.
That's
right.
I think
Woman
I think a
cooking.
lot of times women have specifics about how they want to be taken care of, and if they're not being taken care of that way, they feel like that man is a step down for them. But if I can afford to buy you bologna and cheese, I fed you.
Yeah.
So
I'm
get
just saying, I
a
fed
woman
you.
that's okay with bologna and cheese.
No, what I'm saying is,
Yeah, because we want this fresh cut deli meat from Publix.
what I'm saying is, if I can
Some people don't even look at that as damn good. What you talking about, man? Don't forget, you spell independent wrong. You a dependent still for next year taxes.
buy sandwich meat, if I can't buy you steak, does that make me less of a man? No, I'm still feeding you. I'm just not feeding you the way you want to be fed. But a lot of times,
True.
women judge a man because they feel like, well, he's not providing the type of lifestyle that I specifically want. So therefore, that means he's not the man enough for me. Like I just don't feel
I don't
like
agree with that.
That
And any
determines-
woman who was to do that or who has that attitude or mindset, she's an eater to me, because at the end of the day,
Let us not call the woman eater.
That's all y'all.
I don't got a
Yes.
problem with it. Call him that.
sis, we gotta-
Okay, but why, if a woman wants to live a certain way
there's nothing
and
wrong
she can
with that.
support herself
No,
and live
listen
that
to what he
certain way,
said. He said
but if
that
she finds a man who can't do it,
just because he's not providing what she wants, does that make him less of a man? No.
I don't think it makes you less of a man because you're a man, you
But-
know?
But she has
However-
a right. She has a right.
That's
She does have a right if she chooses to want to be with the man who can gift her with Chanel bags every other week. Okay,
but
versus
it don't
somebody
have
wanna-
to be Chanel bags.
I'm giving
That's
you
what
an
I'm saying.
example. I'm giving you an
Okay.
example because we were just talking about bologna and
Steak.
steak.
So you
So
going from one extreme to the next.
next
Okay.
extreme. So I'm giving you Michael Kors and I'm giving you Chanel.
Okay.
Right? Both are designers, right? So if he can only give you Michael Kors, but this man is gifting you with Chanel, does the Michael Kors man, is he less of a man?
No, it's
No.
all about values. and
No,
what
I
he-
don't think he's less of a man, but his energy should be put towards someone that's going to value him for what he has to give.
Oh, so he
and her
should-
energy needs to be put towards, yes, you have to find your mate. You have
Yes.
to find your match, that person for you. But don't let it hurt.
Women don't understand that you can want the guy who has a lot of money, less money, no money. You still the same to majority of all those guys. It's gonna be sexuality for the most part for a lot of them. Now, if you can come in and add value in some form of fashion, that's gonna work. But for the most part, a lot of guys see women as a sex object first. Then from there, they usually have to come in and add value. So for her saying that just get someone on your level, you really never gonna be on any of these guys' level if you don't bring the right thing to the guy.
hurt your feelings.
Yeah, because if she buys herself Chanel bags, maybe she doesn't want a man that can only afford Michael Kors.
And
That's
if you
her
buying
preference.
your own bologna, and I come and buy you a pack of bologna and put it in your
But maybe
refrigerator,
she wants a
I
man
don't
that
want
makes
you
more
here.
than her. Because I feel like guys don't really settle when it comes to who they date.
Exactly.
Why?
And it's
Why you
basically
don't
I
feel
feel like
saying
it's always women that are like, oh, she
that
gotta
we
be-
have to be the ones
Y'all get-
settling.
What?
I-
You settle?
Why? I
No,
feel
men
like
settle.
for me
Everybody settles.
personally,
Nobody gets everything that they want.
Facts.
you have to have you have to have your deal breakers, right?
Right.
Things
Right.
that you're not going to settle for.
But so you
These women delusional. They don't understand that men settle almost. I would say probably about 90% of the time. Man, probably damn near 100%. Men take all y'all bad habits and just treat them like they're treat them like they just a fetish. They don't really take some of y'all bad habits serious until it becomes toxic, and then it destroys the relationship. But in the very beginning, when we see y'all getting mad all the time, when y'all catch our little fits, we look at that shit as cute. It's only until it becomes a detriment to the relationship to where it's like, damn, I should have probably took that red flag a little more serious. But guys always settle for a woman's bad habits.
gonna put money as a standard?
No.
But that's what it sounds like. It
No,
sounds like
that was
you're
an
saying-
example. Shay already established what we think of a man, okay?
Jason, we got to get back to the question.
We're gonna leave it at that point right there. I don't want this to be too long. I thought red dress was cooking in the. She ain't got a red dress on, but I'm gonna call her red dress. I thought she was cooking in the very beginning. She definitely was giving the two women a lot of pushback. The brother over here definitely was cooking them. Just like I said, just keeping the stance strong when it comes down to the narrative on women being independent and the reasons behind it, because it still doesn't make sense till this day. You have a lot of women out here thinking that being an independent woman is just going to be the end all be all, but it's very situational. You're going to probably find a guy who's going to appreciate it, but I think if women adjust their attitude, they can be independent and get the guy they want. Like I said, duality exists, and there's always somebody for somebody. So it's never going to be a doom and gloom to where it's like a woman not going to find nobody. She definitely can find a good mate, but if she comes into it with the right mentality, she can get exactly what she wants. And for the guys, y'all just make sure y'all protect yourselves and get what y'all want also by, just being purposeful and just being very transparent on what you're looking for out there. Just be true to yourself and understand why you out there. Don't just play games with yourself as well. Y'all make sure y'all watch this in its entirety. I have it linked in the description. Y'all make sure y'all like this video, comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts. I'm gonna have a panel tomorrow night. Depending on when you're watching this video, I don't know what night the panel gonna be, but my panels are on Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Make sure y'all tune into that. And until next time, y'all, peace.